So in the spirit of May Day, demonstrators hit downtown Seattle, where marches and rallies are as common as bum spit.
Yeah.
They protested the usual grievances, capitalism being at the top, while championing the same old suspects. And like most anarchic mobs, they glom onto stuff like amnesty to further erode a country they find so evil. They don't really care about illegal aliens. They just want America's free market system to buckle under, making way for a new world disorder. And as if on cue, as it got dark, the mob smashed windows of local businesses, cars, and a courthouse. Yep, the cowardly romance of violence is a marker of such events, the inevitable spasm of idiocy that pleases both the media and protester alike. If this were Tea Partiers, of course, Michael Moore would shout bloody murder from the rooftops. If he could find a freight elevator that could take him there. But these protesters should celebrate. May Day marks the achievements of communism. It's why people wear red. It symbolizes blood. When factoring the body count from all the heaviest hitters of communism, China, the USSR, Korea, Cambodia, Ethiopia, Yugoslavia, Mozambique, Romania, the list goes on. We've seen over 100 million plus people murdered in the name of equality. You can't get more equal when all of you are dead. So congratulations, May Day protesters. You truly are number one at something. You should get one of those oversized "we're number one" foam fingers shoved right up your asses.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, I want to apologize.
That was subtle.
I want to apologize.
Ashes. You meant ashes.
I meant ashes. I want to apologize for making a Michael Moore weight joke. I swear I would never make a joke about his weight, but when he linked the Tea Partiers to the Boston bombers, I thought, yeah, he lost that privilege. Here's the thing that drives me nuts, Dana.
Among other things.
Yes. The mainstream media will always say that this is a peaceful protest marred by some anarchists. Yeah. They never actually, but it happens in every protest, they never will actually say it's the same people. When there's a left-wing march, there's left-wing violence.
Look at the difference of the coverage when it was the Tea Party.
Yeah.
Somebody raised their voice. It was like, oh, these angry characters. And they're so convinced that that's going to happen at a Tea Party.
Yeah.
That, paranoid people, they're right every once in a while.
Yes, that's true.
But you could have written the script to this.
Yeah, it's so predictable, Bob.
Yeah, but listen, yesterday in New York, on May Day rather in New York, there were tens of thousands of people marching. Nobody
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
Really?
There were.
I didn't see them, and I was all over the place.
Maybe several thousands. But there were no violence at all, and they did. They marched. I would have marched if I had a chance to do it.
You don't march.
No, I don't, because my feet hurt.
Exactly. That's what.
Do you segue?
Do I segue?
I would like to see you segue during a protest.
Oh, you segue with a segue machine?
Machine.
No, but you know what I saw
You
today?
should get one of those.
I know. They're illegal. I tried that as soon as I got up here. And they said I couldn't register the thing because you can't drive on the sidewalk or something.
You can give me a ride home.
I'd break the law for that. But listen, I saw a cop on a scooter today. It was a perfect size scooter for me. Yeah. And he was my size, fairly substantial. And the thing was perfect. It was down in Hell's Kitchen. I got to go get one.
All right. Well, that's great for this segment.
That was
Where are we?
Capitalism.
All right. No, there's one point I want to bring up, Eric or Kimberly. I'll let you guys physically fight over answering this.
Yeah, totally.
In a climate where the police department has to be concerned with terror in major cities, isn't this just pure selfishness on the part of losers who take away precious resources? And isn't that the point?
Me.
Yes, Kimberly.
Okay, I won. Yeah, I really get frustrated by that because there's crimes that are happening, crimes of violence, domestic violence, other crimes should be investigated, and instead they're babysitting a bunch of spoiled brats that would raise their hand in 5 seconds to give up their American birthright, and it frustrates me. And they should be charged when 911 calls can't go answer because of this nonsense.
Exactly.
A couple of quick observations. Sure. They were saying that little soundbite you rolled, F the bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie originally was a strong middle class. Karl Marx, in his Communist Manifesto, Bob, turned it into a bad thing. He turned it negative, the bourgeoisie versus the proletariat, made it the struggle of the proletariat. Forget it. If they knew what they were talking about, they wouldn't be yelling that. Number two, that guy spraying the cops, I hope he got his butt kicked and that foam finger shoved right up his you-know-what also, because he deserved a tough booking.
You know, you should borrow my Communist Manifesto and read it a little better because you're not right.
I'm 100%.
Not only was responsible
His
for
name was Karl Marx. Bob.
One last question to you, Dana. One last question to you. Why does the media especially romance violence? Why is it so interesting to them?
Well, there's not a lot to write about if there's a protest and there's no violence. And
That is
then
true.
you have to write this. You were an editor.
Yes,
right?
I
If
was.
somebody came to you and they said, here's my story, everything went perfectly peacefully today, you would say, well, then you're not going to get
Where's
your
your
story in
foam
the paper.
finger to put it up to whatever?
Exactly.
gosh.
All right, we got to go.